So I wanted to come on here and talk to you all about the importance of keeping up with your K-Tips install. You know, your in-salon maintenance appointments, the aftercare that you're going to be required to do at home, all of those things. Now, the first reason that it's important is because you don't want to experience a significant, if any, amount of damage that could have been prevented had you went and seen your stylist. But also, there's so many things that can play a part in that damage that you're not aware of, especially if you weren't properly educated. I've seen a lot of clients come in and after so many months of having their install that I didn't do, they're like, oh, you know, I didn't know that I needed to separate my bonds every day or at least a few times throughout the week. I didn't know that I couldn't wear my hair in a ponytail for X amount of time without combing out my hair. I didn't know all of these things. I didn't know that I wasn't shampooing my hair the proper way. There's just like so many things that they did not know, or they didn't know that they needed to go in and see their stylist regularly. It's just so many things that you clients do not know when you get these extensions in, and for me that's very unfortunate, and I would like to help fill in that gap. Because K-tips are not a set it and forget it method. They are a method to where if you have extremely textured hair or just textured hair, but in my opinion, it don't matter what type of hair you have, if you got K-tips in your hair, I am a firm believer that you need to go see your stylist regularly. Straight hair, wavy hair, coily hair, kinky hair, all of that stuff. Go see your stylist. That's my belief. To each his own. Now, you need to see your stylist because you can't see what's happening in here. And half the time, you don't even know what's happening in there. Especially if you go shampoo your hair and you have textured hair of some sort. You may want to go blow dry it, or some of y'all are even scared to even shampoo your hair, scared to blow dry, scared to whatever. So you'll go as long as you can without doing those things. However, when you do go in and do it, you weren't educated that you weren't supposed to put the heat on the bond, whether it's the blow dryer or whether it's the straightener. You weren't educated on these things. Let me tell you right now, K-tips are installed with heat. They will come out with heat. However, that keratin will also slide down your hair and be stuck on there. So you need to know not to touch it. You need to find that bond, find it, and flat iron below it. And then when you're blow drying your hair, it should be on like a medium temperature or cool air. Your hair will get dry on cool air, especially at the root. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that you all don't know that really bothers me, because you spend thousands of dollars to get this luxury K-tip install and you're not informed on how to take care of it. That bothers me. It really does, because I do my best to let my clients know the whole scope of the journey of having K-tips. It doesn't stop at the initial investment, and you will have to come in regularly to get your hair refreshed and revived, which is a shampoo, a treatment, and we check your bonds. We do all of these things to bring your hair back to life, so to speak, after whatever growth plan we talk about. Some clients come in once every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, once every 4 weeks. It really just depends on you. Some clients come in weekly. It depends on what your hair growth journey is, or if you're just on a healthy hair journey. It just depends on you, and that's something that you and I, if you're my client, we will talk about. And depending on your lifestyle, how often you like to switch it up, or how often you like your scalp clean, and what I see is the best option moving forward for you, that's what we would decide on, right? Because it's a teamwork, but you also have to do your work in between coming in this line. You have to separate your bonds. You have to not sleep with your hair wet, especially if you have coily hair and you don't know how to get it out of that state. You have to make sure that if you sweat in your scalp, after you sweat, I don't care if you're just walking, you're sitting on the couch, or if you have just got done doing a workout, go to that bathroom, stretch your hair out, and blow it with cool air. Get those roots back smoothed. You don't have to put a flat iron on it, but just stretch it out so it's not kinked. Because by the time you come and see me, I'm looking at damage. Your hair cannot be in that state continuously. And you can't just have your hair wrapped up in a state to where you just got to pull back and your roots are sweating out and all of these things are happening. And you're thinking that, oh, as long as I'm not touching it, it's fine. No, it's not fine. It's not fine. You will have damage. I'm a firm believer that it is important to educate my clients on the whole journey. I don't want you coming into me not aware of all the things that could potentially happen. Not only that, I don't want you investing in this and not knowing how much it's going to cost you to come in for maintenance. Because some people look at the price and they're like, well, I'm already spending these thousands of dollars on getting the install. You mean to tell me I got to keep coming in for maintenance too? And I'm like, if you care about the health and integrity of your hair, yes, because I know that it's advertised like, oh, you get them done, it's low maintenance, it's this and that. I don't know what's low maintenance about all your hair being out. I don't know what's low maintenance about that, unless you're good at keeping it in the state that it's in. Like, you don't do too much with your hair. Then yes, in that sense, it's low maintenance. Because I know for me, the type of woman that I am, I don't do too much to my hair. I comb it out, separate my bonds a little bit, and I go about my day. If I feel like, the little razzle dazzle, I'll curl it with heat or without heat. Put some heatless rollers in my hair at night, wake up, whatever. But for the most part, I'm very low maintenance. So if you're like me, then yes, I get it. But if you're not, then you're going to need to come in regularly. But also, you have to know who you are as an individual. You have to know these things. So I just say all that to say, K-tips are not a set it and forget it method. You will need to come in and see your stylist, get that good shampoo, that treatment, in order to make sure that your hair is thriving, especially for my highly coily, kinky girls. Like, come in, get your hair done, and know that the investment doesn't stop at the install. If I can leave you with one thing, just know that. Know that. It really breaks my heart to see that people get these K-tip extensions in, and they don't go see their stylist until it's time to take them out. And then they're wondering why they don't have hair, or they experience so much damage. You weren't properly educated that you needed to be on a regimen throughout this process, and you were so the hype of, oh, you get these in, we don't need to see you, but maybe once every 3 months when it's time to take them out, or 6 months when it's time to take them out. No. Go see your stylist, because 9 out of 10, a lot of y'all getting them for the first time, you don't know what you're doing. You don't. No matter how much we educate you, you'll come back to us and you'll tell us that you did all these things, and we can look at your hair and see that, okay, you may have been doing this, but you forgot about that, which results in damage because you ain't been to see us in about 5 weeks. We don't want that to happen for you. At least I don't. I want you to come see me, so I can make sure that what we're doing as a team, meaning in my absence and when you come back to me, it is working. And if this is no longer a safe method for your hair, your lifestyle, I'm gonna let you know that, and we won't be putting it in your hair again. That's my TED Talk. If you're in the Columbus, Ohio area or in the Midwest region, I would love to service you. My name is Anitra, and I am at Hair Invigorated Salon. It's Hair Invigorated everywhere. And if you're ready to move forward with your K-tip experience, visit my website at hairinvigorated.com and start with the hair assessment so that we can see if K-tips are a right fit for you and if you and I are going to be in alignment.